In this video, we would be talking about what is the importance of using psychological assessments in a workplace, why is psychological testing important, and how is it relevant in the field of psychology at workplace. So when we talk about psychological assessments in a workplace, it is important to understand that the need to retain employees in organizations has led to extensive use of psychological testing. Now, when we talk about psychological testing, it is basically a process which involves measuring several human traits that, in one way or the other, affect people's capability to contribute to the success of any given organization. Now, the testing is crucial in both employee selection and retention processes, and it is really assesses an individual's ability to perform at the workplace. Now, the testing process is valid and has to be found to be contributing positively to both the organization and the employee as per the different researches that has been done in this particular field. Now, psychological testing involves the use of specific questions to assess certain human characteristics and traits, which could be like knowledge and skills. And these tests also involve measuring certain personality types and interests. Now, the application of the test varies from one company to the other. While some companies may use printed questions, while others may use online portals in their website to reach the current or the prospective employees. Now, it is very essential for us to understand what is a psychological assessment. Psychological assessment is the process of evaluating an individual's mental health and behavioral functioning through the use of standardized tests, observations, and other methods. It is typically conducted by a mental health professional such as a psychologist or psychiatric nurse practitioner and is used to diagnose mental health conditions, determine appropriate treatment plans, and measure progress in treatment. So then the question comes that why is psychological testing important? Now there are several reasons as to why psychological testing is important, and in this video we will be talking or discussing about a few pointers related to this. So the first and foremost important point to be taken note of it is that psychological assessment is important because it can help in identifying mental health conditions and any other issues that might be impacting an individual's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Secondly, it can provide a more complete understanding of an individual's strengths and weaknesses, which might be useful in making decisions about treatment and support. It can also be used to assess an individual's cognitive ability. So when we talk about cognitive ability, it is essential to understand that cognitive ability includes our higher order thinking, problem solving, abstract thinking, decision making, etc. So it helps us to assess an individual's cognitive ability such as memory, problem solving, intellectual functioning. Next, it also helps us to identify the underlying causes of an individual's symptoms and provide a basis for developing a treatment plan that can be tailored to their needs. Now, when we identify that what could be the underlying causes as to that could be contributing to an individual's symptoms, the treatment plan can be tailored, which means that every individual demands a unique treatment plan. So once we identify as to what is the cause for the symptoms that an individual is portraying, the treatment plan can be modified, can be tailored as per the need of the client or the participant. It can also be used to monitor an individual's progress in treatment and make any necessary adjustments. And lastly, psychological assessment can help individuals and their families better understand the nature of their struggles and the options available for addressing them. So in simpler words, we can psychoeducate the family members. We can help them understand as to what could be done from their end so that the client is able to better cope with whatever the scenario or the situation the particular client is going through. So as mentioned before, it helps them to understand the nature of their struggle and what could be done from their end to help the client cope better.